Have you ever wondered how one of Marvel's most underrated TV shows came to captivate audiences? Let's dive into the journey of Agent Carter, a captivating adaptation that deserves more recognition than ever before. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Throughout the early stages of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, casting calls were nothing short of extraordinary, from Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Tony Stark to Chris Hemsworth's dynamic performance as Thor. These characters shaped the trajectory of Hollywood. But what's often overlooked is the compelling presence of lesser-known heroines who made their mark during the same period. One such character is Peggy Carter, effortlessly portrayed by Hayley Atwell. Peggy's story began in the era when superhero films were experimenting with breaking gender stereotypes and redefining the roles of female protagonists. In the retro style backdrop of Captain America, her bond with Steve Rogers highlighted an intriguing power dynamic. As a seasoned officer involved in the super soldier program, she held a commanding position over Steve, initially as his superior and later as a colleague. The contrast between the bravado of the other potential super soldiers and Steve's respect for Peggy's skills was poignantly portrayed. Their connection as outsiders was undeniable. Fast forward to the current Avengers saga, and we learn that Peggy was among the original members of S.H.I.E.L.D. EDC's 2015 series, Agent Carter, delved into her life after Steve Rogers, and even after a decade, it continues to be one of Marvel's most solid TV adaptations. And one key feature of Agent Carter is its distinct style. When compared to the elaborate world building epitomized by shows like WandaVision and Loki, this series is a more intimate, character-driven narrative that gives a nod to the comic book miniseries subgenre that it thrives on character development and humor, focusing less on world-ending conflicts and borrowing elements from classic network TV procedurals. It adopts the case of the week structure, following Peggy as she works at the Strategic Scientific Reserve, a 1940s precursor to S.H.I.E.L.D. Just like its protagonist, Agent Carter exudes charm and character. Drawing inspiration from 40s style action serials like Captain America, the First Avenger, it places Peggy in a believable setting. Now in post-World War II America, amidst gender bias at work, she struggles to carve out a career in a male-dominated field, highlighting her role as an unsung hero, breaking free from Captain America's influence. Agent Carter introduces a charming new group of supporting characters, maintaining themes of the classic superhero genre, secret identities. During her off hours, Peggy adopts the civilian persona and lives in a women's boarding house, where she forms a friendship with a diner waitress named Angie. She also bonds with Howard Stark's meticulous and charming English butler, Jarvis, portrayed with elegance by James D'Arcy. Jarvis, akin to Steve Rogers, makes an excellent friend due to his lack of intimidation towards strong female leadership. His long-standing history of playing a secondary role to a dominant personality with influential charisma plays a part in this dynamic. Additionally, it's established that any romantic feelings between them are not reciprocated, granting Peggy emotional space to explore her past connections, thereby shaping her character within the MCU films. Subtly and impactfully, Agent Carter grapples with the consequences of a global conflict, maintaining a dark undertone in its humorous presentation. The SSR, a precursor to the X-Files mandate, leads to numerous comical storylines woven around gadgetry and contraptions, or and dead witty dialogues, which would be clandestine labs, which would be attend glittering soirees and spar in action-packed scenes. When many people never talk about their shared banter abstains from grand martial arts routines, instead showcasing Peggy as a strong, capable individual. Little did we know her portrayal would pave the way for a groundbreaking performance alongside Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Regrettably, Agent Carter's 2-season run was shorter compared to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. More conventional superhero spin-off. Perhaps the very aspects that set Agent Carter apart contributed to its lower viewership. Yet it managed to find a way to blend historical settings, social insights, humor, and science fiction elements with grace. The success of Agent Carter can undoubtedly be attributed to Hayley Atwell's exceptional talent in embodying Peggy's intelligence, resilience, and emotional depth, showcasing her star power. Even if it wasn't immediately recognized by a mainstream audience, the show's 18 episodes were enough to leave a lasting impression on those who had the pleasure of watching it. In conclusion, Agent Carter deserves more recognition for its excellent blend of historical authenticity, social commentary, humor, and youthful spirit. It offers a refreshing, character-driven take on the superhero genre that we should all appreciate. And as we wait for the exciting projects and collaborations of Hayley Atwell, let us not forget the character that made her a shining star in the Marvel Universe. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.